What is going on, guys? What is going on? So today is Sunday. Nothing special. I feel like I always start the weekend videos like this. If you guys have ever seen those memes of Pablo Escobar where he's just looking into the pool and he's just standing there, that's what traders look like on the weekends. Is true. So that's why you always hear me, and you can pretty much always count Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Well, Fridays, obviously, we're still trading, but normally not looking at too much of a move. But Fridays through Sundays, or weekends I should just say, are just used for straight deep work, journaling, reading. I'm almost done with Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins, which is an awesome book. Oh, obviously also reading the Disciplined Trader, as I've obviously shown you guys. So reading, I kind of switch back and forth. I've said this, between audio and or Audible and audio on YouTube, the Disciplined Trader, as well as the actual physical book. I usually like to keep the lights like pretty low. For the most part, I'm on the computer a lot, so I just try to make it easier on the eyes, maybe throw the blue blockers on and go. But ultimately, I just feel better listening to it, Now, of course, the hard part there is making sure that I'm like all the way locked in and not like on my phone, and because it's just like in the back. Obviously want to capture all of it, but just making like little tweaks here and there, like making small adjustments, realizing what I need to do in order to step into the next level of where I'm going. And a lot of these Tony Robbins books, if you guys have read those, are very supportive of that, if you will. Definitely just kind of like expanding my mind into like asking myself more questions of like why or what is stopping me from getting to the position I want to go. What is it, or what beliefs do I have, limiting beliefs do I have that's not allowing me to enter into that, realm. And so we're slowly but surely, chopping at wood there and getting all that stuff squared away. But I wanted to get on here. This isn't a super long, elaborate message. You guys hear me say a lot of the same stuff. I don't know how much more real that I can be, besides the fact that I don't have some like teleprompt behind me that I'm like, hello, my name is Julian. Like, I say what's on my mind. If I rant onto a topic, I do. If I just feel this is what's on my heart and I need to get it out, that's what I do. Hate me, love me, it is what it is. Respectfully, I'm not doing it for you. If you're my kids and you're watching this, I am doing it for you. And I want these productions, I want everything to just, I want to turn it up, because I know that this is not the best of my ability. I want to make sure I got these videos out. I've expressed this to you. I just want you guys to know that the paradigm is shifting, and that's all for the better. And so I have to, like a general, or a commanding officer, or a head coach of a football team, or whatever, analogy you want to give. It's like I have to make sure I put the pieces around me that make this thing go crazy, and really start to do what I needed to do. So this is everything, right? So it's how I go about my everyday is going to change drastically. I mean, I'm already get myself up early in the morning, things of that nature, which I want to keep because I feel momentum. I feel good when I do those things. I feel like I'm accomplishing something. So I'm going to keep that. That's not going to change. We're not going to revert back to bad habits there. However, it's just changing the pattern, finding the thing that is going to help me stack wins, and essentially tap into what the $100 million man embodies on a day-to-day basis. What does he do? What does he do on a day-to-day basis? And I know, if I dig deep enough, I know, and that's the deep work I'm talking about. I know it sounds like, it's not a monetary thing, Julian, and it's not. Understand that this is nothing but legacy for my kids, for my kids' kids, for the Williams name to be put on a pedestal, and that is not some sort of like, it's got to be me or it's got to be my family. It's just, as a man, I've always wanted to give back to, you know, my parents in a huge way. And I'm not talking about buy them a meal. I can do that 100 times over. I'm talking about buy them their house, be able to buy them new cars, be able to, like, that is the dreams that I have in my mind, you know. And it's not to agree or disagree upon. It's just so you know what I'm after. I've got very high standards, and, you know, I, you know, hear this this other thought in the back of my head, which is comparison is a thief of joy. I'm not comparing myself to anybody. This is my race. I understand the legacy, the companies that I want to leave for my children, and that everybody wears, and it makes them feel a certain way, and or they go into, you know, my restaurant or whatever. Like, these are things that are going to happen inevitably, and so I don't need to talk about them. I know what I'm capable of, and so this is where it starts right here. Like, I want you to know that day trading is going to be the incubator of money extraction to then, like, fund all the other things. And I've just known that, and I've known that from the beginning, because I always knew what the potential was. I just knew that I had to tap into a different me, or just the old me, you know, goes away, or you know, pieces of it kind of dissipate or die off, and I turn into this new, you know, man. And this is who I have to be in order to fulfill all the things, to create these companies, to do so I have to become him, you know. So, and that's what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. I have to find my flaws. I have to find the things that I need to fix. And so it's always like a ongoing search of who I am. But it's great. It's not like I'm walking around confused. Like, I'm very blessed. I'm very fortunate to be here. When I get up and journal, you know, those are one of the things that I always am getting in the habit of doing more, is like journaling down right when I wake up, like what I'm grateful for. Like, my health and wellness are the first things that pop up into my mind. Some of the things that I complain about, or that I put myself through pain to go and box and do all these other, it is a privilege. It is a blessing. You know, it is a joy to be able to get up and go and do those things and look the way that I want to look, and have full ability, you know, capability of moving all my limbs, and be like, I'm so in tune with how blessed I am. I really do. And so, again, I say the 100 million so my brain has a goal to go to, because I know that I can fulfill the things I need to, and it might be more and it might be less, but I'm shooting for that 100 million. That is without a shadow of a doubt what I will get to before it's all said and done. And I want to be able to, how cool would it be to be able to record this process along the journey, show you that all this jibber jab wasn't just jibber jab, and when it takes place, and when there's really that kind of level of wealth, and you see these businesses pop up left to right, it's not about me being able to say I told you so, but it's not a surprise. You knew it was coming. But more than anything, I want you to be able to go through all these videos, if you truly wish to, and go, this is what it looks like to be persistent. It didn't seem like he was really talking about anything when he was on the weekends. I can pretty much pull up a calendar and skip a Friday or a late Friday video, or Saturday through Sunday is kind of irrelevant. He just was doing deep work. But you have to catch the nuggets. You have to catch the little comments, the little, here's what I'm learning in this book. Here's what I suggest. Because you're still figuring yourself out every day. It's the battle. It's the constant battle. You against everyone else and everything else. That's not a pessimist view at all. I'm actually just talking about, if nothing changes, if there's no improvement, how would you improve? How would you expect different results if you weren't improving on who you are? I told you this from the beginning. If I don't know to do anything else, if I don't know which I'm more and more clear each and every day. You want to know why I'm clear each and every day of how this is going to happen, how I'm going to get this 1.2 funded, how I'm going to make, come on computer, how I'm going to continue to make money and get these withdrawals, etc., and show you guys a life that's possible. Let me unlock my computer. Is because I have picked up books. I thought I had a book. Oh, here we go. I've picked up books, and it's not, look, this is a trading book, okay? So this doesn't really, I mean, yeah, it counts, but like, let's not count this for a second. You know what you shouldn't ever stop doing is picking up books. Stop not. You see that big ass building that's got all them books in there? That you can rent books, you don't have to buy them. It's called a library. You should go in there. There's a lot of people's lives put into that are interwoven and then inked onto a page about their entire life. And essentially, in turn, because you learn about somebody else's experience, it allows you to dodge a pothole. So there's so much to learn. What I won't stop doing is picking up books. Somehow, some way, I'll always find a way for an answer, or always find a skill, or always be valuable. Why? Because I know more than most. Don't stop reading. That sounds insane, but all the most successful people that you know are avid readers, or people that you look up to, truly look up to. Not the Instagrammers, the people who have real wealth. People that you aspire to be, the people that you aspire to be in the finance category of going, wow, I can really take care of my family and really set everybody up. So don't take those things for granted. I'll kind of close it off with that. There's not really a whole lot, more to put out there. Tomorrow, obviously, we'll be on the charts. Getting up early in the morning, got boxing in the morning, got to train some clients in the morning. It's a privilege. I get to do that. I love doing that. But make zero mistake about it, I'm also not going to settle with doing just that and do this forever. Very soon, this trading will take care of everything and all the other businesses that I have in here that will then be out there for you to use each and every day. And it will just be a sliver of a memory, a sliver of a remembrance, essentially, or a token of thank you for supporting my business or my businesses. Thank you for believing in me, but I want you to believe in you. And this is why I'm doing this. Because on a Saturday or a Sunday, when I'm like, kind of just rambling on the camera, sometimes this might be the realest message you hear online. And if I can be that, that's got to mean something. Say it with me if you know it. You are uniquely different. God took his time on you. You are one of one. If nobody told you today, I love you so much.